चक्षुर्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहं हृदयमृतं ब्रह्मणि ॐ चन्द्रमा मे मनशिष्यता मनोहृदये हृदयं मयि अहं हृदयमृतं ब्रह्मणि ॐ आपो मे रेतशीर्षता रेतुहृदये हृदयं मयि अहं हृदयमृतं ब्रह्मणि ॐ पृथिवी मे शरीरे शतः शरीरं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहं हृदयमृतं ब्रह्मणि ॐ आत्मात्मनिश्चितः आत्मा हृदये हृदयं मयि अहं हृदयमृतं ब्रह्मणि अन्तः गोपः अनुदेवनं शुभवतने सर्वगतानुदेवता औनिदेवनं शुभवतने सुन्दरनुदेवचनमाच प्रसंगत सुखारादिशि सप्तसारस्य कृदाबद्धो Yatte Vidringane Vidamantara Brahmatena Munimate Munimate Brahmasabhikane Vabhyam Deva Savita Vitanjimamani Vishita Krivasman Deva Savtarasi Sumudam Yagane Dapshivane Panantumam Devi Janaham Sabudya Vishwaya Karma Yata
Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranata Kleshanashaya Govindaya Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Radha Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Radha Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Radha Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Radha Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Radha Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya Radha Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishna Vasudevaya Hare Radha Krishna Govindaya.
No, not yet. We're savoring the brief moment. Doctor, those are all flowers that you grew.
Yes.
Those are the ones you grew.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, clean it yourself. Could you say something about Swami Kuvalananda, please?
I'm saying for 30 days.
I know, but it's new each time.
He was fantastic. Eat now and listen. It is like what you call, we have an American style, eat and listen.
Oh, yeah. Multitasking? No, he means like a dinner lecture.
Dinner lecture.
It's like a working lunch.
Well, I met Swamiji before I met him. That will perplex some of you. I met him before I met him. when I saw him, then I found it out. That's the guy I met. And sometimes you have the same experience sometimes, because when you look at it, some people say, I know this guy. You never met him before. So that's the way it happens. Because when I was very, very young, must be going to the 4th standard. At that time, I did not know English. And I did not know even the other language properly, except speaking in Hindi, because we are born, we speak that language. So I was asked, one of my father's secretary, who was the person in the village, because the father was the chief of the village, Pradhan, and he was the secretary. So he asked me to clean his house. And I was very happy because I always remember we are brought in a situation where an adult will say something to do, you do it. You can't say, why should I do it? Whether I have to do it now or later. That was not the question. The question is, okay, go clean my room. So I say, okay. Like, yes, sir. I went there, I was cleaning the room. And I found Yoga Mimamsa journal. I didn't know that is a Yoga Mimamsa journal at that time. I saw it has some pictures. And you know, children like pictures. So I looked at it and I saw Udyan and Noli. So instead of cleaning, I was trying to see how he was doing it. But I did the job, cleaned it, and then afterwards, I had that journal with me. So I was practicing it, and I got it. So I was very happy, but I didn't tell anybody at that time that I'm doing those things. But anyhow, so that phase passed, and I did not even remember it. I went to school, and then afterwards, in high school, I somehow have recollection to write a letter for Asana's book to Lunaba. And I got it from Yoga Mimamsa office, Asanas and Pranayama. But my English was not good. I was reading it. Then I passed the 12th standard, intermediate we call it. Then I sent a letter to Swamiji that I would like to join this place. Swamiji wrote back. One thing was very good with Swamiji, that he always replied to it. One point. Swami Digambarji never bothered about it. See, they are two different people. So he replied and said, why don't you do your BA, Bachelor of Arts, and then apply? It's okay. So I did my Bachelor of Arts. Fortunately, I was good in all my educational things because I love my teachers and that I was present. So I did my BA, wrote a letter again. Then he wrote back, do your masters before you come. So I thought, well, I did my masters. Then I applied again. The letter came in, do your Ph.D. So I said, no, I'm coming, I would like to join it. So he says, okay, considering all the situation, you are allowed to join. So I joined. When I left my house, there was a slight conflict of opinion with my father and my mother. Mother said to me, whatever you like to do, if you want to go, go. Because I got when I finished my master's, which was in a very nice standard and all those things. So I have two situations. One, either I will go to yoga and mental health, which I was offered a scholarship, Bangalore. And the another was Purnima, which I was also offered a scholarship. So these were two. So I had a conflict. Whether go to yoga and mental health place, means mental health institute Bangalore, or go to yoga place, Purnima. So I went to my principal of the college, which I did my master's. Because I trusted him tremendously. He looked at me. He said, Vijay, what do you really want to do? And I was quiet. Then he said, go to yoga. Because he knew my tendency. Because I did my master's thesis on yoga and mental health. So by considering that, and he was one of my examiners, so he thought that was my direction. So he suggested me to yoga. Okay. Once I decided to go yoga, I told my mom. Now, in India, when you want to leave the house to go to yoga place, that means you are gone forever. You left the house, it's like a sannyas. Nobody belongs to you. The whole world is yours. But no family, nothing. So, but mother said, your heart lies there. My father was slightly uneasy because getting the education of the masters and all this and getting ready to do, to serve the house and all those, and now I'm leaving. But he also agreed. So on the 7th of October 1959, I took the ticket, came to Lonavala, and that was my longest journey ever at that time. Okay, after that, I had a lot of journeys. And during that period, I was thinking a lot of things, what will happen, and all those things, and Lonavala and all that. And then here I come, passing so many 16 or 17 tunnels. How many tunnels are there? To pass from Bombay to Lonavala was beautiful. And Swami had such a beautiful idea that they invite students in the month of October. And so rain is gone, all green, and means springs, and you will see the falls, all from the hills. They are beautiful. So when I reached there, at the station, there was a person to receive me with a bullock cart, and they have a single bullock cart, okay? And so I felt very good, Somebody is there, because you go any new place and nobody is there, you say, what, where to go? So I came to the place, and I was housed in a place where 2 other people were also there. So we stayed there. And after a few days, Swamiji has an interview with me. He called that I would come and see. So I went there. I was touching his feet, He lifted me up. And he asked me, he offered me a chair, and he was sitting on one side. And I have a different picture of it, Swami, there's different things. And he asked me one question, which still is lingering in my head. Vijay, what is dharma make samadhi? And I say, Swami, I don't know anything. He looked at me, okay, he didn't say anything. Classes started. And class was starting at his kuti. We have to go to his place. He will not come to the classroom. We have to go to his place where the class was. And we were like 5 or 7 students at that time. And one big bench, and then we sit there, and Swami will write on the board, and he will. I still remember he drew one line, left to right like this. And he said, this is the line. One side is animal, another side is great people. He did not mean to make animal looking like something bad. See, now on this line, you are somewhere. So now it is up to you where you want to go. And then he gave a lecture and he said, eating, sleep, fear, sex, common to all human beings and animals. The only thing is different is dharma. And then he described dharma and all those things. I want to give you that lecture. Okay. And then explain. We had a class. 11:30 bell will ring. After the class we directly go to food, and which was made in the kitchen. And we will sit on the floor and eat the food. Okay. We have 6 or 7 classes only in 2 years. In 2 years. Out of few of the students already left because they thought there's not enough here. Okay. Because not worth spending or wasting time. So that was their expectation. To me, library was fabulous. So whenever I had a time, I used to go to library. And I liked studying there. And then in Swamiji in the lectures, which I am trying to collect those lectures, I still have those notes. And if God permits, I'll make that a small notebook, which must be very, very fabulous so far as I am concerned, because I find it out each time. The meaning is different now to me. At that time, I did not know much, so what I did, I wrote it. Whatever he said, I wrote like this. And then, when that's over, then other teachers were also there. And they were also so fabulous. You see, whenever I look about my teachers, I always feel I was really, really lucky. Dr. Shukla, he was a fabulous teacher of Vedanta. You can understand it, all the philosophies very clearly, and so clearly that when you are listening to him, you think this is it. And then he will teach another philosophy, and then you think this is it. The previous one was not right. He explained to us 6 systems of Indian philosophy, 6 systems of atheistic philosophy, Buddhistic philosophy. And Kokja Shastri was another fabulous teacher. Then Majid Sai was another teacher who was teaching in London and all those others. So he was retired, so he came to them in psychology. And then Dr. Karamvelkar was in the laboratory and Dr. Apte in the laboratory. the teachers were so good that whenever we are there in the evening, teachers' wife will invite us, we have a little food here and there. And in the night, teacher will invite, we will have a lecture on Mahabharata, and he will explain things, how the Bhima was and all those things. And then he will tell us about the stars. So we wanted to know more about the stars, so say he will wake us up in the morning at 4 o'clock, say this is a star. So we all were going there to look at the stars on the dam. We will go pass over the dam and looking at the stars and all those. So that was a beautiful group. And it was such a beautiful feeling. I still, even by remembering those teachers, I have tears in my eyes. They were so wonderful. And then, after I finished my 2 years course, Swami said, Vijay, go to Bombay University or Ph.D. See, I was avoiding Ph.D. for a long time, and he suggested, I said, okay. So I went to Bombay University, did my work. During that work, I was going from Lonavala to Bombay practically every day sometimes once a week, and then afterwards I stayed in Bombay. And when I stayed in Bombay, Swami used to stay in Bombay and Lonavala, like that. So I stayed, and I understood his ideas because he will ask me to bring books from the Bombay University. That's the way I knew what is his way of thinking at that time. And at that time, in 1959, he has the idea how yoga can help cancer, how yoga can help other diseases, because these are the books he used to ask any latest research on it. And then, so we did some work in the laboratory, and it was very nice there to stay in the study and then go. During this period, I had a very nice guy from the Bombay University, T.R. Kulkarni. He was very good in field of yoga, health, and the concept. So I did that. Then, after that, I thought my job is over. I have to go. She said, Vijay, well, take care of the laboratory, psychology department. We will open a new department. I said, okay, that's good. So then I was allowed to buy the instrument and all those machines, and we already have a polygraph and all those things because some research was done before even I came in, to see how much carbon dioxide can tolerate, how much oxygen you get, and all those things were there. And so that work was already there. So when I was there, then I included a lot of psychological instrument in the lab. And then, after that, what happened, one of the professors who left the department, who was doing the yoga mimamsa work, and so there was nobody so he asked Tiwari to tell me that Swamiji want me to see him regarding that work. So I go there. So I said, Vijay, this yoga mimamsa, if you can manage it will be nice and I will write the, I mean, Swami, how can I don't know anything about publishing. Nothing. He says, no. You have not to worry about the articles. Article I will write or some other people will write, you just put it in. I mean, that's easy, If people will write the article and all those, and that's okay. And then I have to go from one place to the other place for printing and all those and collecting and contacting the authors and then proofreading and all those things. So I thought, oh, that's too much. So I decided to open the printing press in the campus. And that time I had such an interesting experience. I went to a person who was very, very rich, who was a shipping companies and all those. And when I went there, he looked at me and I asked him. He said, what can I do for you? I said, I want some advertisement for running the magazine. Because if you have like a 6 or 7 advertisement, that will cover the expenses of the magazine. And then he said, anything else? Like this. As if it is nothing. Okay? So then I said to him, can I put your name that you help like in an editorial, that the help of so and so and so? He said, keep me incognito. And whatever you need, you just tell. That was the point. I have no problem with the money, running the press. Anytime, but I did not need it either, because he gave me advertisement, they were advertisement enough to do the job. Then I found another person. We'll talk later, let's see it.
Well, could you just sort of like finish that part?
So I was doing some research work and one person came in the hospital. He went many places, doctors and all those. He was depressed, he never came out of depression and it was very hard. I didn't know what is suffering because I was not the doctor there. Doctors were treating him, I was only doing some research work. So I had a project where I was using after images. That means I will show the light and then afterwards I ask the person to look at it and then see what you see. And then the person will describe. And at that time, when I was doing this research in the dark room, one lady told me so interestingly, oh, I see my mother. I see so and so. And I was thinking, either she's crazy or she's making it up. So I wanted to extend that research part. So I started doing research with other people, those who were in the hospital. And Raju was there at that time. So he said, Raju, write it, because I didn't have a tape recorder or whatever the people would respond. So, I'm seeing a ghost, but I'm seeing this, I'm seeing this. Continuously. Well, one day, as a routine work, I asked him also, that guy, to come in the lab. And he came in the lab, showed him. He replied certain things. He went home, he became alright. Since then, I became his favorite. Anything I want. Okay? Now, this is the thing you have to understand, that a person who goes to a lot of doctors and all that, and then doctors are sending people, and I didn't know anything about medicine. I was just working, and that's it. I still have records of people, those I would like to use it sometimes to explain. But it was so interesting that during that period, and this person was owning the psychological apparatus company. So I got a lot of instruments from them. So that way we have very nice lovely. But anyhow, idea is this, that after finishing that work in the laboratory and all those, Swamiji was passed away, and after he passing, he left some responsibilities with me, but at the same time, we didn't know what to do. And it happens. But somehow, Swami Digambarji came into picture, and then afterwards, things happened and I came here.
That's okay. After lunch, we can pick up where...
No, after lunch, I'll see if I don't feel sleepy.
Oh. Any caffeine for lunch?
But otherwise, I tell you something, you don't know. Today something happened very interestingly. 3 things happened. And I was amazed by it. 1. I was doing my puja, and there was a wasp sat there. I was looking at it and it didn't move. So I thought, wasp might have died. Okay. So I just did like this. Wasp. Went out, something happened. Came back again the same spot. And stayed till I finished my practices. And I found it out, what was there? Some sweet was there. Sweet with the milk. Somehow, I said, my God, she's so sensitive, went all over, came back again, and staying with that till she finishes. So, she was intelligent enough to pick up the sweet. Okay. So that was one interesting one. I came out, I saw the snake in the water. And small fishes was chasing him. I could not believe it.
Small fishes.
They were chasing him and he was running out.
Oh, I love it.
Because a snake and fish, they live together here now. And if you come sometime, you will be surprised that the snakes are lying on the deck, means on the raft, 9 or 10, at least. Relax.
Is that the raft in the pond we just swam in?
Yes. No. No. There's no raft in it. So they come. So there's the another experience. Third one was, I forgot. Third one, Sadhu. I thought he doesn't know how to swim. It is good that Philip told him that he will swim no matter what. And because he always avoids water. So he swam. So these are the things. So my feeling is like this. Whatever you like to do, do it. And that's it. Don't wait for somebody has to do for you. Okay? And it is the teacher's day, as they say. There are 2 things. One, there are 2 names. One is Vidyarthi in Sanskrit, another is Shish. Vidyarthi is one who come to collect information and knowledge. Shishya, who comes to learn the discipline. Shishya comes from the word discipline. Disciple comes from the word discipline. Student comes from the word study. So study, student. Disciple, discipline. Now, those who come to learn to discipline, they not only get information, they get experience. Those who come to collect information, they have information, they can use it in daily life. Like you got some information about certain things, you read the book, you fix something like this, you cannot be creative. But discipline makes you to be creative. And that's the part being shishya. And that's the part of being, not only knowledge. When you are by yourself, you know yourself. And that's the part comes only by discipline, not by information. So that is the way, so you have to understand. Same thing with the word guru. Guru is one who gives not only instruction, who dispels the darkness. And that is, it is you, not the outside person. Outside person gets the credit. That's why you call it that also guru. Tomorrow you get a Nobel Prize, I'll get the credit. So, but it is not the question. Question is, dispelling the darkness is an internal matter. It is not an external. It is a principle, it is not the person. Remember, presidency is the condition of the country. It is not the person. Whosoever will sit on that will have that much power. So once you have that thing to understand properly, you will not misunderstand the word guru. It has nothing to do with the instruction you get from outside and all those things. I am teaching that instruction for more than 30 or 40 years. Okay? Same thing. How many people get it? I repeat the same thing, same lecture, again and again, all good Purnimas, same story. Who gets it? It depends. So, it is a discipline that will make it. Okay? So, if you want to be a disciple, your choice. If you want to be a student, your choice. And there's nothing. You have both choices. And it has nothing to do with any color, country, religion, or anything. And that disciple gets the information from inside out. A student gets the information from outside in. That's why anytime if you get the information from inside out, it will be universal. That's why all the great teachers are universal. Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, all are the universal teachers because information came out from inside out. After that information came outside, then it went back as a religion, outside in. That is not the same. So religion can differ, but spirituality cannot differ. Spirituality inside out, religion outside in. Keep that difference very clear in your head. So yoga is a part of a spirituality. It has nothing to do with religion. Okay? I think that's more than you can digest. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niraya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kashit Yugavare Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us chant Om. Take a deep breath. Om. Om.